beautiful people, it's your girl Sweet Tea back at it again, and today is part 2 of the match analysis we are doing for Haikyuu. Again, we are analyzing the Aoba Josai Karasuno rematch, so if you have not checked out part 1, make sure you go up here and check it out right now. Alrighty, let's get into it. Yeah, so this dude did this. And for the record, that type of thing would never happen in a real volleyball game, because if you did that, you would get taken out by your coach immediately. Did all that just to hit it out too? Oh, yeah. Yeah, you don't do that. I'm sorry. You will get taken out of the match immediately if you did that, period. Oh! Oh! Yo! Oh my gosh, yo! I would say this play, honestly, was a bit exaggerated. It was. However, I think it's semi-accurate. You typically wouldn't see players running like that. They would be more at an angular position to get that cut shot. But that was a clean cut shot. Real quick, I want to say something about this. So you hear a lot in this anime, they'll call it chance ball. I don't know if that's how they do it in Japan or whatnot, but in America, we don't say chance ball, we say free ball. And typically we say free because there's just a lot going on the court. And volleyball, like I said, is a very fast-paced game. So you don't have to say free ball, or whatnot. You just say free, so you just know. Like typically, like people will say things like very fast in like increments of 3. So if they're calling for the ball, they'll say like, oh, mine. Or they're like, got it, and whatnot. Because volleyball is a game of communication. You have to communicate with everybody on the court. Or else you and your team will fall apart. Because y'all are not telepaths. Y'all don't know. So yeah. Ooh. Ooh. Bro. Bruh. Okay, again, if you did that in a game, you will get taken out. Like, I'm sorry, no, that's not happening. Like, if you have a player like that, you're not going to be in the match. Like, you're not going to play. Again, this is just exaggerated for the anime's sake and whatnot. However, if you were playing and you did that, not once, but twice, yeah, you're done. You're sitting out for the rest of the match. You're not doing it. You're not doing diddly squat. Oh, that's why you gotta watch the ball. That's why you have to watch the ball. See, let me say this real quick. That's why, like in volleyball, it's very important to watch the ball most of the time instead of the players, because that's how fake outs tend to happen with synchronized attacks, and that's how you can get tripped up, and that's why they do them. Because volleyball honestly is a lot of like mind games in the way, and a lot of tricking your opponent and like misdirecting them and misleading them. So your best bet for like your guide, so you typically do not get tripped up, is to follow the ball instead of following the players. You still need to watch the players to see where they're going and where they're setting up. But when it comes down to like blocking and whatnot, if you're on the front row blockers, watch the ball. Do not watch the player, watch the ball. So, yeah. Here's what they were trying to do there. Okay, so oftentimes something that players will do is that if they want to reset themselves to get the point, they'll purposefully deflect it off of the blockers so they can get like an easy pass and get stuff set up again for the next attack. And that's what Oikawa was trying to have the Mad Dog do, but the old dude was just not listening. See, the problem with him is that he's too hot-headed and I think really new, and so like he's just like not being consistent enough. However, he still can surprise the other teams, and that's like the advantage of putting him in the game. But still, he's just too hot-headed, you know. He needs to cool it. See, he's an example of a player who does not know how to properly control their power that they have. They have a tremendous amount of power, but they don't know how to focus it yet because they're still really new. Oh, they're doing a synchronized attack. Okay. I'll break that one down. So I would say that was a pretty accurate like play they did. However, what happened is that they did not cover their hitters. They didn't cover. So of course he was going to get blocked. I'm just saying. But the synchronized attack approach thing, like that's pretty, like that's accurate, very accurate. Like if you watch a pro volleyball game, they will do that all the time. Like, yeah, it's accurate. Oh, there's that look again. Ooh, that was a clean ace. Ooh, man. Okay, it was a little exaggerated, but that should be happening. So, like, I'll give it to them. So, yeah. Mm-hmm. Let me hold on. That's how you adjust to your opponent and trip them up if something is not working for you so you can break through. And that's exactly what Karasuno did. They basically did the same thing inherently that's Aoba Josai did at the end of their first the end of the first set and in this current set. And that's why they put Suga in so he could do that and trip him up because he recognized again that the Mad Dog is a double-edged sword. So they tripped him up, so he's late to receiving, and he got the first touch, and so he's behind and whatnot, and he's still lacking in control and fundamentals that the other players have, and they recognize that weakness in him. So because right now he's just a bundle of raw power. So they tricked him up and did that. So that was clean. That's how you adjust and pivot in volleyball to counter the other team. It's a constant like chess match in a way when it comes to volleyball. It really is. Ooh, the switching setters! Ooh, that's what happens when you put two setters in at the same time. That's what happens when they do that. That was clean. I would say, yeah, that's accurate sometimes. I've seen that happen, yeah. All right, so now they're gonna do a timeout to try and break the serve. Ooh, that was a clean hit, yo. That was nice. Oh, the tip. That's why you go for the feints. But he picked it up. That's why you cover too. See, did the same thing Nishinoya did again. Yep. Okay, yeah, they over-exaggerating it. And see, look, there's the feint. That's why you gotta watch the ball. That was the feint. That's so exaggerated, bro. Oh my god. And he got it in? Okay, they over-exaggerated the fuck out of that serve, but shit. Thank you guys so much for watching part 2 of my Haikyuu match analysis. If you really like what I had to say, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell notification so you don't miss out on the next part and so you can catch my other videos as well. Well, that is all for today's video, and I hope you all have a fantastic and lovely day. Bye-bye!